and the twilight lies gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets red blast, the bomb bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land under the free and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to remain the name of the brave. We are the U.S. of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Land of the brave, the U.S. of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. P.S. God, thanks for today.
I was born on the cold side of the mountain. I want to wake up on the warm side of the bed. How I start here and how I end there, that is the part I ain't worked out yet. Every day I climb a little bit higher. Every night I learn something new. I'm writing it down in case I forget. One day it'll be my story for you. On every page you will know how much I love you. In every line you will see how much I care. With every word we will grow a little closer. Even though That's why I'm writing it down, 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 down. Oh, I'm writing it down for you and for me and the whole wide world to read. Oh, I'm writing it down. All my life I've been hoping and praying for my time to finally arrive, to put down this pen, to say it's the end, and wake up back home with you by my side. On every page you will know how much I love you. In every line you will see how much I care. With every word we will grow a little closer, even though we both know I can't be there. That's why I'm writing it down, 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 down. Oh, I'm writing it down for you and for me and the whole wide world to read. Oh, I'm writing it down. I was born on the cold side of the mountain. I want to wake up on the warm side of the bed. How I start here and how I'll end there. That is the part I ain't worked out yet.
What's up, Dusty? Scat Pack. Actions, not distractions. Happy birthday tomorrow, young man. Mrs. Metal. What's that? That's Scat Pack. I don't know, that thing grayed out on me. KP Heathen. Let's see, Blackbird. By the way, Dusty, big Dusty, little Dusty. Mr. William. Indy, what's up, sis? Oh, damn, did I miss somebody? Man, I get to move in this screen, Miss Loretta. And there's no chilling. This thing has a mind of its own. What's up? No power yet. Making progress. They've managed to get some of the line that was down over here, got it picked up, but they ain't come to put no more, so. What's up? Oops. So yeah, no power. Still got water. Kind of screwed up last night, but I got some propane now. But I kind of fell asleep with that air conditioner on, and song and singer, that was Uncle Cracker, and that was Writing It Down. So Uncle Cracker, Writing It Down. What's up, Yankee? So yeah, I fell asleep last night and with the AC on. So I pretty much burned up the last of that bottle of propane. And it's kind of like, oh shit, well that's not good. But the missus brought a bottle this morning before she went, so that way we still got the groceries. Thank you, Indy. There you go. And I would say so if anybody ever wants to post that, and I'm not sure Indy probably did, but just like if Uncle Cracker write it down, then try to get the Uncle Cracker link himself. Try to always give them the credit. It's the views. I don't know. And I'm not saying that nobody did or not. I was just throwing that in there. So no more than there. What's up, Killy and Rambo? How are y'all doing up there? Yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's a hot day. And this would be a nice day for AC. But, it'd be what it be, man. Kind of wondering tonight, I'm getting a little bored. If we don't get some of the area back up, it's been long enough and people will start. They're going to start. There's going to be that little element that wants to come creeping. It's like, which at night I've been plugging in my battery backup for my camera. So at night I actually kind of got a night vision all around. But none yet. Afternoon power back on in the Katy area. Look at you. Yeah, I heard Tom Ball and all that had power back up. So I'm assuming that now Montgomery County and all that over that away. Conroe and all that good shit, isn't it? Man, the biggest problem we got are all the trees, and it's not just the trees that fell on the line; it's the trees that are in the way to get to the tree that fell on the line. It's just nonstop cutting, buddy. Just burning up here. Yeah, it's still pretty dark coming in last night. I'm sitting outside too, but it's by choice. Well, I'm sitting outside by choice. The choice was easy to make because it was hotter inside than it was outside. So that didn't take a lot to figure out. Yeah, I like that come creeping by with flashers on, and it's like, who are you, man? You just keep rolling, keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Let's see, what are we right now? Swing. What is this? 91 feels 97. 91 feels 97. Let's see, what is our wonderful humidity at 60%? What? Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm still here. Managed to get propane. So is Rudy okay? You know what, Scat Pack? That was my biggest concern the first couple of days was old homeboy so spoiled that it's like, oh my God, because, oh yeah, he'd stretch out on that deck, son. He'd just be panting so hard. I'm like, man, just hold on, dude. I ran the AC for him as much as I could. Now, last night, oh no, he was as bad as I was last night. Hell, we got in there and cut that AC on in that bedroom and shut everything down, and it got nice and cool in there. And son, we just pretty much passed out and not even laughed and told the missus, I think if Rudy could have spread out any farther, he would have, because it was like stretched out, just, oh, yeah. I'm glad you're all right. Yeah, still kicking, Mrs. Meadow, still kicking. It's out here, but I'm in the shade with a 36-inch fan. Oh, there you go, William. Got an article from NASA saying they took heat temps from Arizona sidewalks hitting 160 degrees, but that was last month when it was only 106. Oh, imagine what it is now, right? Hey, Well, morning, afternoon, investigating truth. Morning, Miss Sharon. How are you? No, no sloppy Joe. That's okay. She brought me some. She brought me some bologna and some bread though. So, and then I actually even thought about. I don't know, man. I got to see how long this goes. I started to kind of fire up the little 2 burner thing and do some eggs and bacon and stuff. And then I thought, let's not go getting all fancy foo ha ha right now. Let's keep it simple. I don't know how long this is going to keep going. So until we get power, I just want to keep the because it's just a loss of money. You just let the food go to waste and that's in the freezer and refrigerator. Then it's just, it's just, and I know if just to put it bluntly, I ain't got that money to kind of piss away. So I got to babysit this freezer refrigerator. That'd be the most important. And we got water now. So I don't know. I even told the missus I thought about sitting out there and just kind of sitting under a sprinkler of water for a little bit. Just sit there under a sprinkle, boil your eggs on the grill. Oh, well, I got that moved. My son actually, before he left, he helped me move the pit to where I can get to it in my chair. And we got it cleaned, the firebox part cleaned out. And so I thought about going and cutting some of that hardwood and bringing it up. They cleaned back on by yesterday. Oh, I don't, where you at? Oops. I'm in Southeast Texas. So I'm over in basically the same Houston Electric Co op service area is where I'm at, Southeast Texas, over around Lake Livingston. And I know our 500 guys have been humping it and getting it. And I would just remind anybody that if you have not ever done that type of work, yeah, you might want to think about it before too judgmental because that's a one and done job. Wrong mistake, here no more. Moved out of New York. There you go, investigating truth in Tennessee, but friends in Galveston got lied to. Well, I guess I don't know. I doubt that they lied. You know, they probably were hoping things just don't. But I get it. Nah, I've been up in a bucket and I've heard both. I've heard the person that totally gets it and they go, you know what? I just want to say thank you. Here's a glass of tea, and by the way, here's a little basket. It's got some tomatoes and some onions and some cabbage and stuff that we grew. Here you go. And then there's been the customer over here that goes, you lazy bastards, you never do anything. And most of the time, those are the ones that sit kind of like on the couch all the time and they don't represent. That ain't no easy job. It's like everybody during the hurricane, there were people like, where are they at? And it's like, first off, who the hell is going to want to go get up 40 foot in the air in a bucket and let I have a hurricane? Yeah, let's rock it. Because as soon as I hook this up, it's not like anything's going to tear it down. It's not like there's a hurricane still going on, heaven forbid. Yeah, I've been there, done that. Ice, rain, shit falling, blowing everywhere, and you're still pulling line through trees. I just hope people stay calm and don't fight around with each other. Around here, it's not so bad now because the town that's like 20 miles, they've got power now, so those stores will start to slowly restock. It just depends on how bad that's going to take. Because I mean, if a distribution center down south was where their main distribution was coming from, and it just suffered, so they're out, which means they got things got to be redirected. Temporarily in Indiana, looking at homes in Texas and Tennessee. Well, I am proud of Texas. I'll say that. Indy can tell you that. I brag about Texas. We are the eighth largest economy in the world. We do have the Texas Gold Bullion Depository. We've got our problems, but we've got our good stuff too. I will say it's cool when you go from like Georgia into Tennessee. It's kind of cool when you drive through that layer of clouds. It's pretty badass. We lived in uh, Chattanooga for a year. I ran a service center. Love it. I'm out of New York, just waiting on probate court to release all my funds from the sale of the house in New York. Heck yeah, I bet you are feeling pretty good then. Truth. So were you when you were? I mean, and if you don't want to say, that's totally cool. I get it. But in New York, were you in the upper New York? You know, where it's the more rural, or were you down towards the New York City, Lumberton? Oh yeah, I grew up down around there. Truth. Really nice rural. If you want rural country, you do have access to Beaumont. You know, Beaumont's kind of got a little bit of a both. You know, I guess you could say that's kind of like one of those conservative, liberal kind of towns. I guess it's not a Houston, but it ain't full blown country neither. So it's, and I will tell you, just food for thought. But Sam Rayburn and Toledo Bend, if you like fishing, or anybody in the family likes fishing, son, son, that's some of the best bass fishing in, I probably in the states. It's awesome, beautiful. Doing Tennessee mountains and rivers to travel. That's true. Mountains are always cool scenery. That's probably the benefit. You do get probably more of a breeze on the mountainside than you do down in the piney woods, but when you do, they do feel good. I was looking at Dickinson, Tennessee, in Michigan too. I know an old man that lives in Lumberton. Old Lumberton. That's one of those kind of towns that's tied into the outskirts on Beaumont because of that damn interstate. They can kind of get tied in real quick. Plus, you kind of got pretty good access, Louisiana and everything from over in there. So temporary living in a camper, just happy to leave New York, was paying $6,700 in taxes. Whoa. I gotta say, man, there's something to be said about these mass population areas, and there just gets to be so many people that, yeah, the voice just, you get enough people that just shrug a shoulder and bam, them people just take over and run batshit crazy in them cities. So I say it's kind of a blessing when you're out in the rural counties in Texas. I don't know what Mr. Stalker over here wants to look at. I hate it when people just stop in the woods. Might be a power guy though, so I'll give him a break for now. What's up, Brian? How are you? It's 20 miles west of Nashville. Ooh, son, yeah, no, that's way too close. That's way too close. Shit, no, man, that'd be like living in Humble or something, trying to stay out of Houston. This is like, that's pretty much close enough. You there? I mean, that's now granted, that's just me. That's just me. My take, a good site. I look at it daily as land and farm truth. Might find something there. Somebody have to pay those hotel rooms. Yeah, this morning it was kind of funny since I did not have any propane, but I still had a half a pot of coffee. And I was like, well, shit, man. I got to figure out how to heat my damn coffee. I got to have some coffee this morning. Can't start your day without a cup of Java. So I was like, aha, have I got the plan? And I got my nice little old campfire aluminum coffee pot, poured the coffee in there, and then I took my propane torch and put it on auto fire and then just held the pot above the rosebud head and was like, yep, all righty, there we go. Heated right up, poured it in my coffee cup, and had a nice hot cup of coffee. Sometimes you just have to improvise. What's up, Rabbit? How are you doing? Man, I heard y'all were getting like hammered with the rain yesterday up there. Seen 40K properties now going for 400. Yeah. Well, there's shit like that. See, I do that. I think they're doing some of that's intentional because they're trying to force the taxes to go up on other people. So they go in these areas and they buy these homes up, and then they might not even do anything to them, but all of a sudden they triple the price and put it for sale for that. Well, all of a sudden, supposedly the value of the area goes up. And I felt bad for somebody that was talking to me about that. And theirs, luckily ours was definitely, it was going to go up. We get a little letter saying, by the way, here's your new appraised stuff. And, if you don't agree, then you just say so. And so I did and had my little thing, sent in some pictures and going, there you go. And it's like, okay, yeah. And actually ended up being cheaper than it was even last year. That was kind of cool. Busy listening though. Did y'all get hammered with the rain, Rabbit? I think it was T Girl saying she was up there visiting somebody and they were getting hammered with the rain. The basement was filling up and shit. And 4 years ago, I bought a trailer house for $5,000. I invested $20K into it, and I'm asking $10 billion for it now. Hey, old Soros might come just take that right off your hands, Brian. Afternoon, Eric. What's up, buddy? Hope you're doing all right. Hope your truck is up in operation now. I think I said morning or afternoon to Blackbird. I don't know. If I missed any of y'all, just know good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening, hell, good night, wherever it works for you. Rescue, that's what they've done all around my area. They're eliminating single family housing zones, so condos going all over this. Yeah. See, that's what they'll try to do. And that's why it's now, and I don't know the solution for some of the very bad areas, and I don't know. Kind of like looking at what's happened in other areas and then putting that perspective here, it makes you stay on top of things that they're deciding on the county level. Because that'll be it's like the things that you hear about happening in Arizona, In Arizona, you hear them how they're doing that complex shit, and it's kind of I forgot what town that was. I think I was listening to Sonny Barella or something, one of them state representative guys. But see, yeah, they come in. It's like when they buy this farmland, they don't have any intention of farming. They just want the damn property, so then they can slowly start to control, and they can start to then herd, and they can redesign, and they can kind of. And I just refuse to look at it as in you'll own nothing and be happy. Yeah, they can rattle off whatever statement they want to make. All I can say is come and take it, homie. Well, thank you, Blackbird. I'd almost go back into the 70s with Sonny and Cher. I got you, babe. But that's only going to probably click to some. The wind was crazy yesterday. Oh, yeah. Dusty said we had high winds, knocked the power out yesterday. See, that's me. I guess that stuff went up that way. Somebody told me it created a the winds created some little sporadic tornadoes or something up in New York. I was like, holy crap. You get to messing with that jet stream, it has an impact. Nikki says, I say howdy y'all once. If you missed it, scroll up. Oh, you'll say it again, though, Yankee. If somebody else comes in, you'll say it. So, what's up, Share Bear? How are you doing? I hope you're doing all right. Thoughts and prayers, man. Thoughts and prayers. Mom's out of the hospital and doing okay. Right on, Share Bear. Whoop, whoop. Wonder where old D-Dog's at. I think he was at some kind of festival thing. Wonder how his mom's doing. And then we got Ghost Dad. I guess he's doing okay. Although I guess I don't know why I said that out loud. Hell, I just ought to just check and find out. Oh, you went. I thought you got a call saying it was done. You didn't get a call saying it was done. I'm sorry, my bad. I must have misunderstood. My apologies, sir. That is cool, Michelle Bear. Yeah, we got your mom, we got Ghost Dad. Had Smith said that long ago. Thoughts and prayers for everybody. I mean, man, things can be tough. And I guess I never did even catch if Rabbit said they got hammered hard with the rain. Scrolling up. Easily scrolling. Busy listening though. Okay. No. He must be really making shirts for the surplus store. Yeah. Have not seen Scooter in forever. You people. Yeah, you people. Only it's not the actual YOU, it's just a U. You people. But yeah, his nickname Scooter. I see it. His things comes up. He does some kind of town meetings. He goes down to the town meetings, I guess, where he's living. So I've seen him post some stuff. I haven't. It's been a minute since he's been by. Yeah, that's probably been a couple months. I wish there was a concrete ramp into the lake, and then I just had like a regular chair. I'd just roll that bad boy down into the water, and then just sit down there in the water. Hell, if I had one of them little kiddie pools, I'd probably be sitting flop over in it. Seen Dee Dee this morning, as always. This ornery. Oh, he was ornery. He's always ornery though, so I mean that just means he must be doing all right. Oh, you said you're waiting for the call. My bad, Eric. Well, you know I'm bad about paying attention, and I have so many flaws. All you gotta do is ask around. You can get a list. The rain was nice and mellow. Oh, okay, Rabbit. T Girl was visiting somebody, and she was talking about apparently where she was at, their basement was flooding, and they were having to pump it out or something. Roll on in, that's it. Roll Tide. Not. Splash pad. Yeah, one of them little kiddie pools, I just kind of roll right up. And I can just kind of get right over in it and then just play around with the water hose, listen to some music, but stay cool. Working in the garden and canning. Knock, 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 knock. Oh, look, I went live. I guess in case I didn't know it, I went live. One thing about it, they sure are reliable on telling me when I go live. A pool in the basement raises house values, though. I'd leave the floor. Rescue Heroes tomorrow, 9 a.m. with Tomorrow McDonald. This song is also dedicated to former firefighters. Oh, he's releasing a new one tomorrow morning called Heroes. Cool. I think I get notifications for him. I think. Sorry. Swing. I wonder how old Papa's doing. I got to check in on him too. I don't know, man. It's so many people. I'm trying to adjust to doing the text thing, and it's still kind of. I can't even say I feel like a kid because hell, the kids do it more than I even do it. So I feel like a nursing home recipient. That's what it is. I think that's some kind of gang thing. I don't know what color the gang of turquoise is, but my Sheik Alibaba. God, that might get flagged as hate speech or some shit. Who the hell knows? Just try not to tear up tomorrow. Oh, just depends on the visuals. Lyrics, so got to catch me at the right moment to where then those lyrics, I kind of got them in my head. The first hearing of some lyrics usually doesn't have that reach out and touch you kind of moment. Kind of got to absorb them and then kind of process them. I hope it's a good one. And by the way, see, is that even really 9 a.m. or is that some weird ass shit like, the people that are an hour ahead or the people that are a couple hours behind, or is that in like the real time zone? See, that might not even be like the real time zone. That might be one of those fake time zones, like it's really, 11 o'clock central or it's 8 o'clock central. What's the real time? Is that make believe land time? That's what it is. I'm just messing with you. It'll be 11 a.m. his time. So it's 9 a.m. for who then? Doesn't he live on the West Coast? See, if all the other time zones would just cooperate and stick with the central time zone, we wouldn't have these kind of logistic problems. See? Oh, okay. So it's 11 his time. So that's not going to be until 1 o'clock central time, the real time zone. So where is it going up at 9 in freaking Australia or something? Because if he's 11, that's 1 here and that's 2 on the East Coast. Well, see that, you know what, Yankee, see, he's in Cali, and then that's backwards, and it's not surprising. Those words seem to go together. But yeah, if he's releasing at 9 a.m. his time or 11 his time, well, then that's 7 his time because the West Coast is 2 hours behind Central Time, and then the people on the East Coast like to think they're an hour ahead of Central Time. So whatever time he's dropping it on the West Coast, it will be 2 hours ahead of that for Central Time Zone, and it'll be an hour more from that for the East Coast. Right, Brian? That's what I'm talking about. Stranger Things. Canadian, what's up, Northern brother from another mother? How are you doing up there, young man? Hope all is well. He usually drops 11 a.m. his time, so then that'll be 1 o'clock Central, 2 on the East Coast. Got a flat on farm trailer, and I don't want to go to town in this damn heat and lose all of it. Oh, are you going to take the tire off, oops, and just take the tire in? Or are you just going to pop in a can of Fix-A-Flat? Or do you got one of the little repair kit plugs? Just air it up and then pop a plug in it. Yeah, see, like, who are you and where did all that come from? See, we've been out of power long enough, people will get to creeping. I got something for that creeping action. Yeah, just tire and need new tire. Plugged it. Oh, okay. Done ran that plugging out, huh? Eric. You know what? The important thing is, guys, as long as it makes sense to Garrett, that's what really is important for Garrett. So as long as somehow it all makes sense to Garrett, it's all good. Now, if Garrett starts getting confused, well, okay, we're going to ease up just a tad. I want to get more in the shade. That sun was starting to encroach. Man, it would be so cool. Just have AC come on, all of a sudden you see units fire up. I guarantee it's, I don't know as soon as power comes up because dipshit's septic thing back over in there, that stupid little alarm will start going off. I bet you. Beep, beep, beep. And Garrett, don't get mad. You didn't get mad, are you? Don't get mad. Just picking at you. Oh man, oh man. Wonder what. Let's see. Craig the Hunter. How are you doing down there? Did any of the storm mess with you at all down there, Craig? At work, but listening in. Roger that. Need not reply then, sir. I totally understand. Ooh, man, oh man. I'm the newest global warming threat. I had Taco Bell last night. Thinking me out. No, Craig, still out of power. No bueno, man. No bueno. You'll know whenever I get AC. You might not see me for like 2 days. I'm just gonna disappear into the AC. All right, Yankee. Later, man. Be safe. Keep your head on a swivel. We do have water though. We got water. They've got a generator on the little community well, so we got water. But yeah, and the some of the stuff up around Lake Livingston is coming back on, so they're getting it. They're working it. It just that's a lot of shit, man. I can't remember the names of some of the ones I've worked out. I remember one over there outside Trinity, man. There was like 3 or 4 tornadoes touched down, and it just like I might have some pictures. I'll have to look. I can pull that up. It just shit you got to deal with sometimes. Second batch of bread rising. Oh man, I mean, tell you, I'll go whip out a tub of butter. Just get to slathering some butter on that stuff. That's man. If we don't get it today, then I'll probably that's I'll be gathering firewood and shit because then I'll start looking at trying to maybe cook some of that shit in there and get rid of it. And that way I can just save the cost on the propane because that shit's only going to last for so long. And it just, which, anybody on that monthly shit knows how that goes. And hell, that doesn't even come till next week. It was 8 days for us after outing. I forgot there was one, the worst one we've had, and I forgot the name of it. It it knocked us out for about 4 or 5 weeks. I think it was like right at 5 weeks, and that was gnarly. That was when there was like 59, and I tell all the backed up cars and all the bad shit, crazy stuff. I forgot which one that is. I always lose track. Just what Craig, living down there, hell, you just one's like your next. Shit happens in the Gulf. Gee, Mom Merkel, how are you, ma'am? Are you just as ornery as ever? I keep telling people to prep a stuffed bunny. Just rub the stuffed bunny on a balloon and you got power. Makes my hair stand up. I told him this if it wasn't for the food, you know what? I could adapt. It's with the water on, that's good. But I could adapt. Hell, it's matter of fact, definitely have a lot of thinking time. It just gets quiet and you just get into some deep thought. Oh, I tell you, sometimes comments just crack me up. So, what are y'all up to today? Anybody else out of power from the storm? I don't know. Anybody else in the path of that got any damage? Nunya, how did you end up coming out? If you're still listening, do you have trees down around the home, or I think I just froze up? Live chat or all messages, and then you're current in the conversation. Poor old Rudy. If I had, matter of fact, get a kiddie pool, hell, he'd probably be sitting in it too. He'd just get in there and be like, "Oh yeah." My sister got the hay fever and diabetes. To make her feel better, I sent her flowers and chocolates. Gee, Mom Merkel. You so funny. I could see you doing that too, G Mom. Yeah, man. I was kind of hoping. I got to say, after yesterday, and they made some progress, and I was like, ooh, started to get my hopes up a little bit. It'll probably be a little bit before we get internet and all that kind of shit back, but hopefully they get the power lines back up. And I feel for some of these people that are running on that gas, and it's like, man, you're burning gas to go get that gas to then burn that there, and I just thought, which I mean, I ain't really much better, but at least I got multiple bottles of propane. We're gonna go refill. I told the missus that's our plan too. Once this all kind of bounces back, then I'm just once a month I'm gonna try to go get one refilled and have them all on standby. Might even try to acquire a couple others. I'm gonna get that. Anti gave me a link to like doing a fitting for the big tank. I tie that generator into that big tank, and then it'd be like, oh yeah. Then we'd be running the AC. Oh, you're a bad girl. Gma is a very vocal young lady, that's for sure. Ain't that right, Gma Merkel? I don't know. I guess I. Ooh, son. Yeah, I didn't even notice if anybody else was live. Was anybody else live? Because hell, I probably just I hope I didn't step on nobody or nothing. I just was bored and wanted to see what everybody was up to. Rescue got my brother yesterday at the Georgia airport while I was on the road for 2 long years. You were on the road for 2 long years? Ah, okay. Well, then there you go. I'd have sent an invite. I did not even know her. I wouldn't even know. I'd just gone over there and listened to that. Oh, Hutch went live and Hawk went live? Damn. Well, there you go. That almost feels good in a way. You haven't seen him in 2 long years. Well, that I hope that's a good thing. Then you get to that it's a reuniting, a reunion. Oh well, hell, Hawk goes. He goes live all the time. It'd be easier just to subscribe to the same Twitter feed he has, and then you don't even have to wait for the live. You can just go look at the same Twitter feed. Oh man, oh man. I wonder how. Let's see. So Rabbit said he was okay. So then I guess the rain might have been a little easier on Hutch then, because I don't think they're too far apart. And that's what sucks, because that's the last of the vape juice right there. Unless the damn stores in town open up today, then I don't know. And son, I mentioned a bag of tobacco, and the missus like, "Oh no, we'll figure out something." Yeah, she don't want me to go back to that. Celebrating his wife's birthday tomorrow. Oh, that's cool. So you get your reunion and a birthday celebration. Yeah, it's I wonder how some of these people that moved up from the city and how they're dealing with this. Damn, little shit flew down in my coffee. I had to pour out half of it. Little claps. Some little balls. Well, thank you, Mr. William. Hopefully, I can be of entertainment. Which I reached out to D Dog, but I never know if he even looks at his phone. He's as bad as me. Rescue, we're doing a Bucky's theme birthday party. Oh, there you go. Get the Bucky's. Oh, it was your idea. There you go. Well, she loves Bucky's. That's the thing. So, who's going to wear the Bucky's costume? Or are you going to get you a Bucky's spokesperson to come and be the Bucky's at the party? My skydive. I'm sorry. Did you show up and I didn't say nothing? Look at that. Man. Rude, crude, and socially unacceptable. I apologize. Well, thank you, William. I'm kind of partial to the company here, too. Not too bad of a bunch. I got my 4x4 trailer now. The Chihuahua welding only, and the DPI will have prayer. Ah, there you go, Garrett. Some Bucky's grub. Ooh, there's a little bit of a breeze. It's rather nice. Doesn't happen often. Poor old chicken, so flipping ass hot. Back had to run to the basement and grade some dehydrated hot peppers. Oh, look at you. Oh, Skydive said just got back from Gatlinburg. Holy hell, it was hot. Oh, okay, so you got you some light rain over there. Supposedly there was a chance of possible showers this afternoon. I'm just that I think that must have blown over because it's just hot and sunny. He went to Gatlinburg last night. Oh, so Garrett went through Gatlinburg last night. Yard dog, what? Stop to say what's up, taking a break, push mow in the yard. How you doing, rescue? How's everything going around there? Still waiting on power, sir. But other than that, got water, so that's a good sign. Rudy's still kicking, so that's a good sign. William David Bray. David Bray. Bray. David Bray. So how are you doing, your adult? You doing all right? Did y'all get any of that storm? Yeah, that's why I like that one. It's a damn good song for a damn good show. Well, it's kind of make the best. I miss y'all. I never get to see the live streams anymore. Ta-da! You got this one. Well, it's just that time of year too. This time of year things kind of pick up. We got like down here, storms come in, or you got summer vacation, all that stuff. Rescue, I went through there last night because I did an event in Atlanta last night. Oh, there you go. Rocket House. Hey, looky there. Now we're cooking with gas. Well, actually, oak wood probably, but what's up, man?
Not much. How are you doing?
Definitely sunny side up. Looking forward to power, hopefully someday.
Cool.
They're getting closer. Got water now, so that's a good sign. Got water yesterday.
Well, that's always a plus. At least you don't have to be stinky without power.
Yeah, it was kind of funny too because my son come over and whenever I talked to him on the phone, I said, "Well, if you make it out this way, I'd like you to come by." And he goes, "Okay." And I said, "Yeah, I'll get you a couple of 5-gallon buckets. I want you to go down to the bridge and get me some creek water." And he's like, "For what?" And I said, "Because I'm gonna take a bath tonight, man. I gotta at least get the funk out of some cracks and develop areas for new funk." But and he's like, "Wait, you're gonna what?" And I said, "I'm gonna damn take a bath tonight out here in the damn driveway, and I'll use that creek water." He said, y'all don't have water? And I go, "No, we ain't got water." Well, then as he come in, he passed by the little community well and the little tank. And so he come in, he goes, "There's a generator running." And I went, "Oh yeah, go in the kitchen then." I said, "It wasn't working earlier because I said, I tried and I was just pulling a trickle out." And he went in, well, then had water. So yeah, buddy. As soon as he left and I shut the stream down because I streamed yesterday when he came for a few, and then I shut shit. I went in there and got under that water and just stood there going, "Oh yeah, okay, water." Oh well,
Yeah,
thank you, Indy.
yeah. I just got done setting some more traps for snapping turtles.
You just got what with snapping turtles?
Set up some more traps.
Oh, you got an issue with snapping turtles, huh?
Yeah, they're too damn good when they get big to let them free again.
I know, man. Them things freak me out, dude. You watch one of those things snap a stick, and you're never the same after that. You're just like, somehow I really do dig my toes.
Well, I got two little kiddie pools up near the house and stuff that each have, big ass snapping turtles, 16 to 20 inches.
Ooh,
And they'll be living in there for 2 weeks. I'll be changing the water every day and just feeding them bread to get that grit out of their skin. Then they'll be good eating.
then it's turtle soup.
Yep.
There you go. Yeah, I heard you was canning this morning.
Yeah, a little bit.
The garden's looking good behind, or is that what is that? Tulip? What are those white things?
Cattails.
Cattails.
Yep, I'm down at the pond.
Aha.
The pond is draining into the river at this end, and on the other end, the river is feeding the pond, which is not
Oh.
normal.
Oh, damn. So a little overflow action, huh?
Yeah, the river is up 2.5, 3 foot. The driveway is a foot underwater.
Now, did your shit come from this hurricane that came from down here?
I don't know. All I know is that it rained for 4.5 to 5 inches of water.
Because that was somebody yesterday said that apparently some of the wind storms went all the way up into New York, and I was like, holy shit, okay.
Yep. Well, New York's a good place for the wind.
It could use a washing.
It could use a little bit more than that, but we don't talk like that. I don't want to get you a strike.
Well, I don't think it'll glass over the same as sandy areas.
No.
It'll just crumble. We can make that the scenes of any future apocalyptic movies. It'd be like, yeah, you can just go over there. You can rent that space, film all you want. Yeah, this is what it looks like.
Yeah.
Man, that's a realistic looking set. I know, right? Things sure are quieter around here, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, I'm not talking the whole state, just one little city.
Just a problem starter.
Right.
New York had a tornado. Oh, okay. And it's windy in Pennsylvania. And then blackbirds like chunk up the turtle meat and deep fry it. It's the bone.
Yeah, well, I cook it right in its shell.
Oh,
I do
okay.
the cleaning and everything, and then I boil up some water with a little bit of beer and some Tabasco, and then I cook all the meat in that.
Oh, there you go.
Well, I learned that from an old guy in Louisiana in 1985, and I've done turtle ever since then because I really can't see a second way of trying it.
Indy's like, I'd try it if the opportunity comes up, but I won't seek it out. Mrs. Meadow's like, nope, passing on the turtle.
That's fine. That more for me. I'm good.
Well, that's why I don't ever have a problem with people that want to eat like the cow nose and brains and hooves and all that shit. It's like, cool, man. That just leaves more steak for me. I'm good with it.
Yeah, like I go to slaughterhouses all the time, and it's nothing for me to pick up, um, a couple 27-gallon tubs of nothing but heart, and I
Oh,
just make a bunch of chili out of it. It's great.
William says I drink one a day to make sure I stay hydrated. You drink what one a day? This metal come on, just one bite will change your mind. Hey, Miss Bonnie, what's up? Oh yeah, no, we're still waiting on power, but fish sticks. GTP, what's up, buddy? Man, I know it's kind of The biggest inconvenience is just really a monetary inconvenience. It's the availability. That's really the biggest inconvenience. I wasn't prepared from a chair aspect, I guess you could say. Because I don't get out much. Because yeah, I'm like, well, shit, I got to start a generator just to charge my chair, and it takes a few hours. So it's like, well, I don't know, man. That's kind of a way the cost. Run that generator for 4 or 5 hours just to charge up my chair. And it's like, well, that's burning up propane. Because the refrigerator only needs, I usually run it about every 5 hours, and I'll run for about an hour, hour and a half, charge all the other shit up while the refrigerator's kind of getting a refresher.
Right, right.
That's usually when I make a sandwich. I don't open it if I don't start the generator. I do not open them doors.
Sandwich. Everything is about the sandwich.
That's it, man. It's all about the sandwich.
Yep.
If you fail at the sandwich, everything else just falls to the wayside.
Yeah, as soon as the sandwich is out of the program, forget it. I'm just going to go to bed.
That's it. I got a can of Spam. I'm going to slice up into sandwiches if we're still out tomorrow. Today, I still got some bologna.
Yeah, I still got a couple of meatloafs that I jarred up.
Oh, there you go.
So all I have to do is crack them open, and I got me cold meatloaf sandwiches.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, that's why I figured, man, if I don't know, we go too much longer because I can't keep it. I'm just going to start cooking that groceries in the freezer because I ain't going to just keep paying for propane.
Right, right.
And it's just digging a hole. I'm going to go get some of that damn hardwood that fell out of that damn tree. And I'm going to come over here and start just cooking. I put bacon in a pan. I think there's a couple of little chuck roast things that we get. And we usually put them in a crock pot, put some potatoes and carrots, and then just there you go. Makes a meal. I'll just put it on that grill and smoke the shit out of it. Nightbird, same as you, busy, busy. Love your garden. Oh yeah, GTP be growing some stuff. Him and D Dog.
Yeah, I don't know how to garden.
Oh, you'll learn one day.
Yeah, well, that's my story I'm sticking with is, you know, as far as everything being public now, because shit's just crazy now.
Bonnie, I've been trying every vehicle to jump this battery. I think it's the starter. Well, wait a minute. Are you trying a vehicle to jump a battery? Because usually most people use a battery to jump the vehicle. I don't know how the vehicle jumping the battery part works. Are we on the same page, ma'am? And you can tell, does it got a drag? If like you're hitting an ignition, it's got a drag, or you're just getting the clicking. Clicking's going to be lack of power. You ain't got
Yeah.
enough cranking amps. Might have some battery power, but you ain't got the cranking amps to spin that bad boy over. And then if it's a slow drag, then that could be your starter there, or it could still be a power thing. Little shot of WD-40 in your carburetor or ether. Give it a spark. It'll make something spin around.
I don't know if you can see what's up the hill. I got two big old herons over there.
Oh yeah. Man, it's a good looking yard. Look at that.
Yep.
Hell
That's
yeah.
the privileges of having 10 acres.
Right. Gotta watch what button I push at on that dang thing. So you know what I mean? It just clicks. Yeah, if you're clicking, that's just low power. Then you need. Do you have a running vehicle that you're trying to jump this with? Because you might need to like let it sit there and build a little bit of a charge, and then get somebody in the other car to actually accelerate it when you actually hit that key, so it's getting the more bang for the buck. Ooh, man, Blackbird, time to add the hot peppers and cheese to the bread. She's making bread. And it's going to have hot peppers and cheese in the bread. And if she was closer, buddy, it'd be on like Donkey Kong.
Yep, because that's one of the main ingredients of a sandwich.
And that's it.
Yep.
Need the car moved for the roofers. Well, shit, worst case scenario, just put the damn thing in a neutral and tell them, here, you're going to be toting shingles, so you might as well get your muscles warmed up. Push this bad boy back about 10 yards. I mean,
yeah, move it out of your way.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that car in your way? Well, here, let me put it in neutral. Now you can move it out of your way. Let me see. It works. And when it's like, well, can't you start it and just move? No, it doesn't start. But if it's in your way, it's in neutral. You can move it. Bam.
Yep, and if they look like they don't want to do it, say, well, you guys don't look like you're strong enough to do it anyway, and then they're going to have to do puffy chest and do it anyway.
Yeah. I got one of those no-co battery packs for my car. It's great for jumping cars. I give it a 10 out of 10. And she says she's going to let the men deal with it. Are you going to go make a sandwich, Bonnie? Go make a sandwich.
Sandwich. Sandwich.
If you go make them a sandwich, and then everything will be better.
Yep.
Sandwiches make the world go round.
Yep. Sandwiches fix things.
She said, nope, LOL. Well, see,
Mm-hmm.
the car ain't going to run. Puppy chest. Yeah, I think Mayhem, he said he's gonna try to maybe come down Saturday. He said he's gonna come down to help me with some of the limbs and stuff. Tell him we gotta play it by ear though, because if they ain't got no electricity, ain't no point in coming. Because come Saturday, shit'll be really nice and ripe around here.
Yeah.
We got water, but still.
Yep.
Yeah, because come Saturday, no electricity, then I'll be having some little barbecue fest out here or something, and because I just ain't gonna go another damn week. Can't afford that shit, dude. Hell, that right there, it doesn't sound like a lot, but you know, and you $1,000 a month is just that's that. So make the best of it. Well, hell, just
Right.
that propane, those 3 bottles to refill, just a refills was $67 or some shit. And so that's $60. Alrighty, I'm done fucking with electricity for a spell. Getting a bit hot on the roof right now. Anyways, I imagine so, Rabbit. Oh, now Bonnie's gonna see if they deserve a sandwich. What type of stray do you have up there with you? Not D-Dog.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll be a stray.
He's okay with that. He doesn't care. You just can't insult. Don't insult Gretchen, because then D-Dog gets mad.
Yeah,
Don't offend
because
Gretchen.
yeah, she's the main bitch in Michigan.
I think that's why we hadn't seen D-Dog for a couple of days. He was out on the lake in the boat.
Probably not.
I was screwing around the other day when I went live, and I was poking to see if you were in chat, and I'm going, oh, yeah, D-Dog. He's probably ain't saying nothing because he's busy out on the lake with Gretchen right now. And, of course, you didn't say that because you weren't at the live. But I knew then you were. So I'm like, yeah, he wouldn't have been able to resist that one.
Yeah, I can't lurk through that one. No.
Whew. They're actually talking about hell. She might be one of the faces that try to come up after the convention.
No, not going to happen.
I don't think so either. I think if anything, if they're not going to do one of three things, they're either going to do something really crazy, stupid that just pretty much takes everything off the path, or two, it's going to be like a Newsom, or three, they're just going to try to push him through and just steal the shit.
Okay. It'll be either three or Newsom or Big Mike.
You think that'll, because I don't know, they talk about that, but then people have said that it's like, but see, I will tell you, man, it's weird. There's still something that tells me something might happen, and then she's gonna do. Jill is gonna do one of the things like some of these state people have done, like, oh well, I'm gonna carry on in his name, and then that's gonna be the one. Dude, she has her own little theme song now when she comes when they it's she had the Marine band actually write her own entry song. I was
Yeah.
blown away. I'm like, are you shitting me? And yeah, it was that Megan Kelly chick, isn't that the long blonde haired chick? But she poor lady looks kind of like she a beautiful looking lady, but she looks anorexic as shit, man. I don't know. There's just something about seeing shoulder bones and shit poking out. It's just like, I don't know. Don't you need a little more meat on them bones? You look a little thin.
Yep. Well, what she needs is a sandwich.
A few of them.
Yeah, the sandwich fixes everything.
But yeah, she actually played it for Tulsi Gabbard, matter of fact, because her and Tulsi Gabbard were talking about it. And I'm like, oh my God, is this some kind of hyperbole story? Oh no, she played it, and she played it and the video clip as here comes Homegirl walking on out across the lawn and got the little chairs. And sure enough, the Marine band starts to play this little, dude, it doesn't even sound good. That's what's so sad. It doesn't even sound good. So it's like it sounds crappy. You're embarrassing our Marine band by making them play that stupid shit. You're embarrassing our country by just breathing the oxygen in it. I have a feeling though, it wouldn't surprise me, man. Got that after that debate, that's still the most cringe thing I think I've seen in the longest time, dude. That dude was like a puppy dog or some shit with the eyes like, did I do good, mama? Did I do good? And she's just like, you did it, Joe. You answered all the questions. I'm like, holy shit, man. This is like worse than kindergarten class. You did it, buddy.
Okay,
Yeah.
the debate thing is like, okay, was that actually Trump up there because he didn't run his mouth like he usually does?
Dude, I think it might even at one point stumped him. I think that's why Homeboy even looked over there and double take, look back over there. And then when they ask him, he goes, I don't know what he said. I don't even think he knows what he said. It's like, right? Oh, and dude, who's the one of the crazy media people? Is it a Jake Tapper or some shit?
Well, they're all
Some
crazy.
Tapper guy or something? Got like a black and silver hair and what is that? Is he MSNBC? Any dude, one of them played a recording of Biden's ass, and I'm like, damn, they're even starting to call him out over this mumbling, muttering shit. It's like, yeah, you people might want to wake up. I got it. Y'all played your little political game, got your little feelings all ruffled up. But keep in mind, Homeboy is the one with the nuclear football, and we're on the verge of World War III. So, and in case you ain't figured it out, I'm not sure that the hardcore Muslims are really down with your all LGBTQ thing. So you think that the Patriot side over here is kind of rough. You might want to prepare. If you let this go too far, it's going to get a whole lot worse for you.
Well, let's see. From what I've seen in the Democratic ran cities, that if the Democrats are going to run somebody other than Joe, it'll have to be a conservative Democrat to get the black vote back.
Dude, I don't even know if they could get the black vote back at this point.
Well, that they
They don't.
lost all that immigration crap.
Well, and the old all that old shit just keeps kind of coming through. So they kind of keep getting reminded of, yeah, are you starting to feel like you got shoved a pill down your throat? Because that was the racist homeboy y'all just backed and screamed at the orange man bad about. You sure? Are you sure? And
Yeah.
I gotta say, that little rally he had up there, I wasn't expecting those kind of numbers up in that area. I figured he'd have a decent little size, but I wasn't. And it's like, oh yeah, then people, because you can't really help but get around it now. We're beyond politics, dude. Politics was the last time. This is all batshit crazy stuff, and if you just can't see this going total south, then you're just not wanting to. That's all.
Yeah, well, I'll stick with my sentiment about fuck DC.
Oh yeah. The more that goes by, the more that's just need more Thomas Masseys. Everybody needs to try to find a Thomas Massey in their area. Find that
Um,
dude who's got a down to earth way of thinking and see it. It's like, you sure you don't want to do this, man? We sure like it if y'all would speak up for us. And you know what the key is? The key is getting the communities to support that person. Because see, that's where one of the biggest wedging points. People see names and everything, but it's these damn outside fundings that come in and bombard the commercials, bombard the stories. It's like the dude down here, Tony Gonzalez, that Brandon Herrera went up against. You know, it took them up to 10 million to finally get it, and they only got 400 votes. So it took $10 million to get a 400 vote lead, and Homeboy
right.
only spent maybe $1 million. But see, the people in the area were donating, supporting him, and that's what it's going to take. You can't leave it up to Walmart Corporation to come and fund money for this guy, and then expect that guy to speak for you. You know,
Yeah,
that
well,
we need to find the real people.
like Lincoln Project's really pushing that Trump's going to bring in Agenda 2025, and it's
Oh, the
like,
Project 2025. Yeah.
yeah, whatever the hell it is, and everything they're naming off and stuff, that it can't be done. It's impossible. Even if the people don't stand up, it still can't happen.
What, the Project 2025?
Right? It's impossible.
Well, and all it really is, if you actually go to that and actually look at it, they're just bringing up constitutional stuff. Like, this isn't the federal business. This is state business. It's kind of like the way they mix matched all the whole abortion thing with the Supreme Court going, oh my God, you're taking away. No, they're not. They didn't take away a damn thing. All they said is, hey, you know what? Your state needs to make it up. That's where you live. Y'all figure it out. It ain't a
Right?
government problem because it ain't the next state's problem. Your state needs to figure out your shit. See, that's to me is our biggest problem. We're so embedded now. I don't even think that states even can really sustain on their own. Some states would just probably collapse because they're so embedded with federal tits. It's like, take care of your own business, tend to your business. There's only certain things the federal government should be involved in.
Yeah, and the states that ended up passing a bill having to do with abortion, as far as letting it, if you actually read the bill real close, the state has authority to euthanize your children if you don't stop it. So,
Oh,
you
well,
know,
Virginia goes past birth.
right,
I think it's Virginia. One of them passed one going past birth. But see, it's like that in all honesty. If you look at even that word, abortion, that abortion doesn't belong on the federal platform.
or even
That
the
that
state
should
one, that's something that should be private between two people, one being a doctor and the other one being the mother.
well, and if you want some kind if the community you're in, it's kind of like being Amish. If you're Amish, then you ought to be allowed to live like an Amish person. So it's like, well, that should go the same with these rules, and abortion being one of those. I know that sounds kind of hardcore, but it's when you think about it, it's kind of like, well, why do we have different drunk driving laws and depending on the state? We have different murder charges depending on the state. We have different burglary charges. We have different definitions for these things. When it's funny because it's a size 13 that knocks your door in, and it's a right hand that puts a piece of metal in your face, and it's my left hand that takes your shit, and it's regardless of GPS location, whether it's in the mountains of California and the streets of LA up to this, you know, Times Square in New York to right down here. It's the action, but why is it so defined different? Because it's based off of states. But see, that one thing gets federal money. Now you can reach over to all the taxpayers from all the states and you can say, hey, you have to bear this burden because we've decided to take this on. So we're going to charge you for it. Because that's what really comes down to when you look at federal government. Every fucking thing they decide to do is based off of taxpayer shoulders. So when they have a bright ass idea, it's like, oh, hey, yeah, we'll just grab this from over here and we'll do this because they don't produce anything. All they do is take. So that's why it's a simple, easy thing to me. What would you want more people stealing your shit, or would you just want limited amount of thieves? I mean, that's basically what you're looking at. You can keep building government up, and all you do is end up with more thieves in every little agency. Thank goodness for this little Chevron shit that went down. Now all it's going to take is people that have the money to be able to get that lawyer to fight that back, or that would be a nice thing. Maybe get some legal people that understand the whole lawyer aspect so that they'll speak up pro bono for people and flip the tides. Sorry, that was a long rant, I guess.
Oh,
I
no.
ran out of breath.
You ran out of air. Yeah, but okay, whenever a state or even a city or township or whatever province takes a government grant, that's to offset the expenses for instituting that policy. Like CPS, Child Protective Services and stuff. For their attempt to collect a debt, the federal government pays them 66% of whatever they have involved in it. In the state of Michigan, after that, the state of Michigan pays that agency 40%. So they're making a 5% profit on what it took as far as manpower and everything to incarcerate someone or steal their money. So they can afford to put more people on it.
Now, see, and this is where I think this is why, and I get there's all the conspiracy stuff, and I hate saying that word anymore. But see, I zero in on that, and then I go, okay, you break that down. So where's the problem in this? And you can there's a lot of talk, but when you kind of look at that, well, okay, there's an agency. Well, wait a minute, we have an oversight committee. So there is a small body of elected officials that are they're the oversight committee. They oversee the abuse of these type things. Why, I don't think the massive numbers ever focused on those particular people. See, and that's where that's why I always say that we the people. I think if all of a sudden you had these people and their districts, they're going to have, so they're representing people. But if all of a sudden you make that a point going, hey, you need to really get on with the EPA because of this shit. It's like when you watch some of these hearings. Well, I get to thinking going, how much do you actually hear? How much support do you get from the conservative Republicans, Patriot side saying, yeah, light that damn administration from the EPA up. Even if the House can't do it, they're making a record of stuff. And when it comes to the whole legal world, documents matter. So they're creating a record. And all I can say is, in the way things are set up, if we get the House and the Senate and the other seat next go around, all I'm saying is things could be held accountable. Will they will or not? Who knows? But that's how you set the tone. And so your investigation is building up documents and statements as you can. They know they passed stuff and then the House is going to kick it. It's like the SAFE Act for ID verification for voting, only American citizens, and you should have to prove that, Yeah, it passed in the House. It ain't going to make it through the Senate, and Biden ain't going to sign it. But there's now a documented congressional record of this happening. So it sets the world stage. It's painting a bigger picture. I don't know, in a weird way of saying, it's almost like it's the righteous way of do things in the right way. As hard and painful as that could be, but at least things are on the righteous path, and it's getting there. Maybe that's what's
Okay.
up, Best Life?
Let's deal with the oversight committee, and it doesn't matter the topic. Okay, Congress will go and they'll pass a bill, and it'll require some sort of an oversight to make sure of proper spending and proper administrative and everything else. So you have elected servants passing that bill, then you have other elected servants making sure that everything is kosher. Okay? That is right up there with having a murderer investigate his own crime.
Kind of, yeah. But see, that's why you got the oversight, you got ways and means, you have the different committees, but I don't think we participate. So, like, we don't call them out when they deviate off of their job path. You know,
Right.
it's like if you were to watch this shit, that's what I actually tell these Democrats around here. I'm cool. That's whatever, dude. Pick whatever party. But how do you support that party when they're up there? Now, rather you go, well, yeah, that's something important. They're addressing an issue. That dude is the chairman of this hearing, and they're bringing this up. Why is this half talking about this, but that half doesn't show up? And when they do come running in for their 5 minutes, all they do is they talk about what Trump did. So you've got a party that looks at nothing about a solution, and that should start standing out. And then that changes. It's they only get power because people give it to them. I really believe that. I believe our founding fathers kind of they had something going. That's how it got us this far. You know, and people, I get it, man. You know, there's even been comments on the Massey video, and it's like it's whatever. There's because everybody's different and everybody's got different things. I don't know. I'm not a victim. I'm a victor, and there's got to be a solution. And I've said that ever since I did this YouTube shit. If you got a problem, that means there's a solution, and that's what you ought to be focusing on. And the only way you start to, it's kind of like having a whole dysfunctional home. You're not going to clean that dysfunctional house up of 8 people overnight. That just doesn't happen. You have to start working on things. You have to, just like it's chipping away to a road. America has been chipping away for decades, you know. Well, to rebuild that's going to be one brick at a time. You can't do it overnight. You don't. If you decide 20 years into a marriage with 4 fucking kids and a spouse, and you've had a rocky 20 years, and you just can't go in 20 years going, you know what? That's it. Tired of the upside down, tired of all the negative. We're gonna hey, everybody gather around. All right, we're not fighting no more. Everybody's gonna be smiles and happy moods. Everybody's gonna share. Everything's gonna work from here on. Right. Okay, there we go. Break. It just doesn't work that way. You got to start working individually on problems that collectively start to then work together. So it's like this: the representation, getting back into the mindset of my elected official supposed to speak for me. I need to start adapting that in my time frame of day-to-day existence is communicating with that elected official, whether I like or dislike what he's doing. And now I also need to incorporate a way of life in my day-to-day meaning of how I can communicate with people that I interact with, bringing things to light and doing it in a way that just gets people's attention. That's how you get the American citizen to participate in the world that we're living in. But if you just give them the reins and go, oh, they're all crooked and they're going to do what they do, and I'm just bunkering down, well, then, you know, when you get run over by the treads of the tank, it is what it is.
Well, like, I've stopped looking at them as elected officials. I look at them as elected servants. They are to do my will or your will or whoever is communicating with them of what they want. And we need to take the power back to the people, away from the lobbyists and the big money group.
Yeah, see, Rabbit said our founding fathers gave us a solution to this problem. Just saying. That's, yeah. But you know what? I will say, I think our founding fathers expected us to have more fortitude and intelligence to work the whole other series of steps before we got to that one. That's why they worked at it for 10 years before they crested that line. So I think that's that quick. Oh, and it's not going to solve anything if they're, like I said before, it's easy to throw the 2A up there, but if you don't even have a body, like our founding fathers set up a body that was hunted, wanted, searched for, while they created this form of, okay, when the day comes and it's that moment, this is what we're going to have to offer. This is what we're going to do. If you did that today, there ain't nobody. No, you ain't got nothing. You take it all down right now, and there ain't nothing to replace it because there's no collective. I mean, there are collectives. That's like the Heritage Foundation, or you have these groups like that. But there's nobody forming a plan to going, okay, you know what? Tyrannical rule. We need to declare our independence. We need to start formulating all the things because, oh, well, there's that useless document stuff. See, it played a part back then because then they commenced to listing out the atrocities and all the things. Here's how you've broken it, and we're tired of it. So who's done that? Where's that format? Where's our new constitution that we would be under? Who's writing that down? What are our new Bill of Rights going to look like? See, that's why I said it's easy to get caught up in the, that's it, man. And it's like, man, we got to start participating way before that. Otherwise, we just fire it off into a blank field. You might as well go grab a bunch of people and send them off into a battlefield and expect the same result you're going to get from a highly trained unit. It's not going to be the same thing. Sorry. Anyway. How many decades has this been going downhill now, though? Well, it depends on who you are and what do you consider downhill. Because right now, there's still people that are going into stores and going and getting on cruise lines, going into casinos. There's still people that are buying new trucks at 120 grand and shit. It's crazy. So there's still a level that hasn't got there. That's why I say when soccer mom can't take the kid to soccer practice, and when dad can't turn on that damn NFL game, all of a sudden you're going to have people's undivided attention. Because now life has really changed. It's just we see things and experience things at a different level, but on an average level, you can kind of see. Hell, there's actually a whole wave of people, a few millions of people that think the damn economy is just having a rough start, and it's really Trump's fault for being that way. Or it's Putin's fault because everything was fine until he invaded Ukraine. Yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah, and people don't know that actually in 2014, Ukraine declared war through the UN against Russia. But, let's not cloud up the truth with facts.
Yeah, you don't want to talk about Obama actions.
Well,
71, that's the starting point for the decline. I see. I beg to differ. I guess that depends on where you were at and what you were experiencing. Because for me, man, I can say up until the damn mid 90s, as far as all around me, probably to 2000s, everything was pretty much just rock solid, just day to day business, just like it had been growing up. You had kids on bicycles, you had mud trucks going around. Nothing really. It was just was. So,
okay,
it was after the
largest trespass on the people started in 1821. So
the biggest what?
The largest trespass on the people started in 1821.
What was 1821?
Everyone is all about, this is how things have changed over the last 20 years, but the people haven't stood up and done their job to tell their elected servants what their job is, in over 200 years. So it's not going to be something we're going to fix overnight, not even with 2A.
Oh, yeah, without a structure, that's just chaos.
Right.
71 is when our money became just a promise of debt with nothing backing it other than the faith in the government. Well, I could definitely see that being one of those landmark bad decisions. But I don't know if that's when the whole country just lost all track, lost its national pride, lost its identity, and accepted into all this immoral behavior. And I don't think that's been just here lately, at least down around here. Because that's what I get it. See, I just don't. I can't associate just a single big bad guy for making bad choices. That's kind of like blaming the dope dealer for you doing drugs. It's like, how is that? You don't. So you didn't have a choice. Like, so we could have never went down there and talked with all our community and actually put a different person in to be a representative. We really never had that option. and there's people that scream at me and tell me, no, you really didn't. And it's like, well, that's just where you were. Because I mean, hell, and there's living proof just happened right down here. 400 votes for a dude that had jack shit to do with politics. He was a gun manufacturer. He's got a YouTube channel, and he's actually part of the largest district along the border in Texas. And he literally went up against that known sitting person and took it down to 400 votes. Is what was the deciding factor. So yeah, see, it just isn't that way. But I get it in cities and that stacked up areas. I get life has been different. Just like I've tried to kind of concoct and say, man, I wonder how that is when you kind of grow up around that northeastern part, and that's your history, and so that's your lingo, that's the way of life and the culture that you're used to seeing. Because I think that's what disconnects me down here. This is kind of like, in a weird way, this is kind of like the southern country. This is like logger shit, man. This isn't even like the Western cowboy Texas over in here. I mean, this is kind of like your woods cowboy dude, logging and shit like that, and deer hunting. It's so even with Texas, this is different than the west part of Texas, but we have a Texas history. Now it's being polluted, and I don't know, is that what makes the big difference and why people are just either felt so oppressed their whole life, or did they feel like I look back and go, man, I've had so much money and pissed through and made so many bad decisions. And if I had reshifted that and done this would be like a whole different experience of life. So it wasn't, it just, I didn't have a bad experience in life. So I don't think it was that far back. I guess at some level we made bad decisions, and definitely the reserve shit, not good. But then again, I'm in Texas and we got the Texas Gold Bullion Depository. So damn the bad luck. The 8th largest economy in the world. So things don't maybe hit here the same. See, I don't know. Does that make a difference? Maybe that does. I never thought about it till you two. I drove through all them states. I never really even took into account how people's day-to-day lives were. You just kind of look and it's like, oh yeah, you got a Burger King too. Yep, we got one. It's just so you just like a city is a city is a city. But now after talking with everybody, oh no, you can see the vibe depending on where in the U.S. and the states, and kind of then you look at kind of the history and the background to that, and you can see it. They'll be coming after the gold and silver again. Move to Texas, will you? You can put it in the depository and live off the money then. It'll mean something. Actually, I think DeSantis would probably join right in if it comes down to where there's some kind of succession thing or something. They're a money-making state, but their money-making is when other people make money.
Yeah, Rescue, I'm almost out of battery. I got to take off, man.
Oh, damn, here I sat here and talked through your whole damn visit. Boy, that was about shitheaded of me, wasn't it? It's like, hey, why don't you come on up so I can talk and you can watch me talk? Isn't that really cool?
Well,
Sorry
it's
about
normal
that.
whenever you get on your little rants. It's like, yeah, tear up that soapbox.
Yeah, man, them damn things, they fly by me. I just never know. It's just like a drive-by. Bam.
Right.
Hell, I'm sorry, brother.
No, it's cool. It's just I don't have my little backup power unit with me.
Oh, yeah, I brought my little one out for backup. That's my little one. Saves my bacon when it gets too low because I'll lose the whole video, man. And then I can't even end the damn thing because I can't see nothing, although it'll still be on.
Right.
Get the black screen. Well, all righty, brother. Well, hell, be safe. Make a good day of it.
Always make it a good day. It's my problem if I don't make it a good day.
That's it.
Yep.
Peace, brother.
Yep. Stay safe and make sure Alamo gets plenty of food.
That's it. Yeah, I gave him some scratch. What? And you call yourself, bro? I didn't rabbit. I don't call myself no prepper. I'm still not even 100% knowledgeable on the definition of that. at things in the mirror appear to be closer than they appear. Right, Skip it. Didn't Lincoln have a little ditty on the side too? What about the cross? Well, I don't know because I don't even know the factual behind that, any of that G-Ball Merkel. So why would I want to shift my thinking to an intentional negative side if I really don't know those facts for 100%? That's just word of mouth. You know, hearsay, I think, would be the legal way of looking at that. And so why would I want to choose the negative path with hearsay if I could just go ahead and choose the positive side with hearsay? Because I don't know, I wasn't there. My mother was born in Brownsville and my grandpa was in the Coast Guard. Oh, there you go, William. Come on back. And what's up, Anthony? Which good day, good afternoon, good evening, wherever that works for you, for anybody sitting, lurking in. I appreciate you. It's good to get caught up with everybody. I don't know. It's like when I look at the history of the country and how things, yes, it's kind of like looking back on fires, you know, and you reassess them and go, oh, yeah, I see. But at that point, you can say, oh, man, you know what? I bet Bob, he intentionally did that. And so then you can intentionally generate a hate towards Bob, or you can just, that was a bad fire. And until you see Bob do something in front of you today, you just, you know, and so it's just, it's bad. There's bad things that have been coming. But focusing on what's been doesn't prepare you to move ahead. That's the windshield's big for a reason, the rearview mirror is little for a reason. Funny how selective history, remember it is, just pointing out in your timeline how wrong it really is. Well, but it's from a different perspective. Okay, and I don't mean no disrespect in this, but to be honest, from the northwest corner up there, that would be more, and I'm not saying you, so, you know, but that's kind of like got a communist background to it. That's where a lot of that kind of people had migrated to that were from that. Whenever the wars went down, a lot of the dads from there left to go support, you know, their founding country. So shit like that really happened. We'll see down here, it wasn't the same. So maybe there is a different kind of background in history. Maybe there's more of an intentional changing of history from up there than down here. Yeah, when all that some stuff was going down, and I got to looking into up around there. You know, you pick the dates I just pulled from that. What dates? I don't. What dates? Oh, if I made any kind of factual dated statement, then that was just, I don't know. Either I just was, I got a brain tumor and I just blipped or something because that was not, I don't know specifics on dates if I don't research it. And then I'll just tell you what I researched it from. So I don't know what you meant back then. I just was talking about the way history gets remembered is depending on the culture you're from. Like down here, you would probably hear very revering. As a matter of fact, our history would be almost, you know, it's a heroic Sam Houston. Maybe up in the Northeast or Northwest, you don't hear that. Maybe it's more like Sam Houston was such a shithead. I don't know. He was, you know, he was a hero for us. So he's a figure to be revered in a way, is the way I guess you could say it. Where maybe people out that not from here see that as totally the opposite. That's all. I think it's easy with the digital media to just kind of get into that little, what was that? Was that Batman that used to do that? I think it was Batman. And it had the spinning spiral wheel. And then it'd go to the next scene kind of thing. It's like it's easy to go, man, look, you know, they're doing this in my city. It must be happening everywhere else. So everybody's life is this way because this is what I'm experiencing. I see that. I get it. It's hard to break from the digital because you just assume that what you see is right out your door, and that's where everywhere else is. It's like, no. It's like right now, I can tell you there's probably neighborhoods down in that city in the suburbs, and they're probably having some kind of block parties going on, cooking their stuff if they're still out of electricity. You know, country people around here just kind of they tend to their stuff. Stuff falls out the sky. Damn, you know what? Did y'all hear that? I bet you that was G-Maw probably went outside and threw something so hard at me. It landed. Did y'all hear that? That's why they see there was a hidden warning label, don't jack with G-Maw, Merkel. And now you know why. See, if I'd have been sitting outside the canopy, bam, I'd have just taken one right outside the head. She's a tough lady. You know, there's a problem when the government lets criminals tear down our historical state. Yeah, you got to try to redirect and change history. 100 years from now, Biden will be known for making sure the U.S. people didn't have dandruff. Today, he's a hairstyle. Now, he's going to be the most disgusting president in history. And this whole administration is going to be the most disgusting people in our history. Let's look back at the last 52 times an empire has collapsed. Kind of catch the patterns. But that's like saying, well, you know, seen 100 junkies OD. That's all the junkies are going to OD. There you go. I've seen 100 of them OD. Can't change that. And it's like, see, that just doesn't sound right. Oh, give me just a sec. Be right back.
Lip. He was a honky-tonk dancer and even beat cancer. And 40 years smoking just quit. He had Corey and pen up black ink tattooed forearms from the war. He won a Purple Heart medal, but never heard him pedal the killing he did with the core. So they shipped him on home, his mind all blown, and nightmares about his past.
I think it was an accidental butt dial from somebody, so I'm just going to chill for a minute. We'll listen to the song. What's up, Carl? He met Mama on the dance floor in Deep East, Texas. She was the belle of the ball. He had a whole barren son, giving him a run for a hand in marriage to call. So they took the rich kid to the back of the bar, threatened him with his life. They said, hey, little girl, your date had to leave. Now you're gonna be my wife. I guess his country charm turned her on, 'cause 50 years has passed. He got the one and only girl in the whole wide world, 'cause Daddy was a badass. Well, Daddy made it out of the BLT. That's what's up, Rabbit. Paid for school. The University of Texas sure got reckless, living on 8-ball pool. He had backroom all-night poker games, a pistol by a rotary phone. He was a hot-tip handicapper on football, never took a student loan. So he passed with honors by selling numbers to everybody in his class. Then he drove back home to Old East, Texas. Well, you know, hey, Miss Candy. Good afternoon. Us a house and he started his company. He made drilling bits for the oil rigs and made a truckload of money. Hired all my uncles and the good old boys.
neck days. Yeah, the shop burned down, lost everything he had, and they went their separate ways. Well, he flew to Vegas, he borrowed $5 grand, then he put it on a red and black. He made 200 G's. He got the business back, y'all. Daddy retired, sold the business. The kids are grown and gone. He said, woman, I just can't sit around here. You know I gotta keep bringing it on. Climbed on his 1963 Panhead Harley Davidson and rode it wide open till the end of the world, off a cliff and into the sun. While I was down the road, mama was crying, said that's the way he should have passed. In a blaze of glory, just done with the world, man. 'Cause daddy was a badass. 'Cause daddy was a badass. 'Cause daddy was a badass.
Just done with the world, man. Yeah, I don't know. It's a friend. It's somebody I know, and I don't know if that was two butt dials or what. So I'm just kind of seeing what happens. Because you know you answer, and then you're kind of like, oh, and you can kind of tell it's like I'm probably in the pocket or something. My daddy was a badass. Posted some pics of him yesterday. There you go, Carl. And by the way, Miss Sandy, I don't know if you heard me earlier. So afternoon. Oh, look at here. It's an electric truck. What? Hell yeah, buddy. That's a bucket truck rolling on by. What? Might just end up with a little bit of AC tonight. We're getting closer. You start seeing the equipment get within the area. We're getting closer. Hey, what's up, Grumpy? Afternoon, sir. Still going at it? I said, not still. I mean, yeah, 2 hours. I've been going for 2 hours. And a bucket truck just went by. So he's scoping out lines. So he's probably doing like a visual check of the line, which means they're probably at some kind, they're at a intersection that they're fixing to possibly power up. So is depending on what he finds in his little scouting patrol here, which I haven't seen anything on the path that we did. I didn't go far with the missus. Just went on a little drive before she left. So that's a right, Mrs. Meadow. Fingers crossed. Man, I'm gonna tell you, buddy. Ooh, son. I'll be in there with them AC units running, fans are running. And when it gets cooled down, that water heater ought to have some hot water, and I'm going to go in there and scrub the living shit out of the funk up off of me. And then I'm going to go, pardon my French, but I'm just going to plop him down in my birthday suit on that bed underneath that fan and be like, hell yeah, son. And I'll tell you right now, you know what? I don't give a shit. I'm AC sport. Does that mean I can't handle it and shift? I don't know, man. That's different. See, this is a possible option. Take the option away. I'll make do. It's whatever. But we're on the verge, flipping a switch, and it's on. And no Anthony's, no power as of right at the moment, but a bucket truck went by, so we're getting closer. Hello, hope your day's going well. All right. But I just got here. Can't stop now. All right, Carl. AC is on the way. Rescue, they're working their ass off. Yeah, man. We got 500 dudes, and we picked up a few hundred contract volunteers, and they've been working their ass off, you know. I don't know. You just have to walk them shoes to get it. Oh, damn. All right, hold on.
I hear the train a-coming, it's rolling round the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since, well, I don't know when, but I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. Time keeps dragging on. Well, that train keeps a-rolling down on the San Antonio. Well, when I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't you ever play with guns. Well, I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and
Hey, what's up, Chris? I don't know, man, but when I get off the stream, I'm going to give that friend a call going, you know how many times you butt dial me, David? I don't want to hear about you doing your work.
That's what torture is.
Hoorah. Sorry if that cut you on and where, yeah. They have to check every service. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, you got to check all the feeder lines. You want to make sure that there ain't no runs coming off the transformer laying right down there in the woods. You don't want to turn feeder lines on. And by the way, Chris, I don't know if you heard me earlier, but afternoon. And poor old Sandy, did you get you a desk from IKEA? Got the IKEA torture test? So was it, let me ask you, what, Sandy, was it one of those that has the little round cam pieces that go in the hole and then the peg that you got to screw in? So then you do this and then you have to turn the cam to lock it in? Those are always kind of interesting. Yeah, and just when you think the cam turned and locked, it's like, oh man, it's like, yep, trouble. Truck hit a telephone pole here a couple of days ago, ripped the lines down, power was out about 6 hours. Well, we had barrel through. And like a barrel of monkeys, it just tore things up. Wanted to throw it a couple of times. I bet. It's an interesting connection, I got to say. First time I ever saw them, I thought, well, damn, more. Now there's you thinking outside the box. You know, it's an interesting concept. You kind of got the little knuckle end of the post, and then you have that cam with that key lock slot in it, and you just kind of in it, and then and it's like, oh, wow. Kind of pulls it together. That'd be interesting. Get a box of those and then try to build like a little hutch or desk or something. Use that as the connector things. Man, that was a reassuring sight. That kind of stoked me up. Oh yeah, and I got the whole water thing. I got water. I took a cold bath, but man, I'm a hot shower person, so I just like to. I guess I've always been soot and oil and stuff, so I'm one of those. I love that red hot steaming lobster kind of shit. Take that Irish Spring and lather that shit up and just scrub all the way down. And it's like, yep, just wash the funk away. Some habits are hard to break. All right, work boots are off. Time to smoke and coffee up. There you go, Carl. It has dowels, screws, and those metal things that held the metal down rods. Yeah, little cam locks, and it's a pretty cool ass design. I guess the quality would be in. I will say I'm not a fan of the way that those posts screw in, because it kind of looks like just a short little bit of coarse thread that just doesn't. It's like, man, I don't know. That doesn't seem like a whole lot of bite in the wood, but. So I think if you just had a better bite in on that, but that whole cam is kind of an interesting, to kind of come in and then pull it down. And I could do that with my hands and show to explain to anybody that didn't understand, but that would be like some kind of internet footage thing that could be clipped and made very bad of. So there's no point in walking in to the lava pit if you don't have to. The weight limit on it is kind of light. Oh, is it particle board with just like that little laminate wrapping? You got to watch humidity or with those things, man. Well, don't move so much, Brian.
Your water been back up running okay?
Yes, sir. Good to go. Appreciate it. No, I hadn't seen none. We've been doing good.
Perfect. Thank you, sir.
Appreciate you. Water. That's what I'm talking about. That means we might be fixing to get into rolling. It's going to come back to life. She's alive. It was cheap, only $50 on sale. Well, oh, okay. Well, this is different. This is the missus. So here you go.
These days my guns stay loaded, my family's a little more close. Sometimes we're barely floating, so please don't rock this boat. But if we tip on over, we won't wash to the shore. We'll sink down to the bottom, 'cause we've been here before and we can breathe underwater.
buddies lost on the river, never went without, never had them cold shivers. Had a silver spoon, always warm in the winter. Drive a fancy car, never had to kill a standard. No bloody hands, never really had a backbone. Never been too deep down a back road. Never showed no respect to a flagpole. Come on, city boy, just another punk asshole. Me and mine, we gon' make it through them dark days. So take your ass on back down to Park Place before you end up in the deep end where them hungry ass sharks stay. We go hard all day. Been here, done that, that's a given. Out back, guns out, country living. If you doubt that, find out, come and get it. We ain't going nowhere, but I'm about to go swimming. These days my guns stay loaded, my family's a little more close. Sometimes we're barely floating, so please don't rock this boat. But if we tip on over, we won't wash to the shore. We'll sink down to the bottom, 'cause we've been here before. We can breathe underwater. Been down at the bottom so long we can breathe underwater. So tell them to bring it on.
Won't you take me back to the old days? Just horses in a wagon, shotgun shells and wishing wells, and you could hear them pistols blasting. Better give them hell but live to tell. Let's write another chapter. We just want our country back and we gon' get what we after. In them pastures, in them fields, we the ones that keep it real. You come snooping around here, that'll probably get you killed. Cold steel under cold skies, a rebel soul from the old times like Jesse James and those guys. I'm watching you with both eyes, I ain't telling no lies. If you wanna come and get it, backwoods country living, shotguns and ammunition, whiskey drinking, steady sipping, saying to hell with the system. I've been living at the bottom, so I'm about to go swimming. Y'all can hate it or you can love it, but I promise we ain't budging. If them boys looking scared, someone probably told them we coming, so y'all better get to running, but don't head for them hills. That's where the hell we living. Round here we keep it real, boy.
These days my guns stay loaded, my family's a little more close. Sometimes we're barely floating, so please don't rock this boat. But if we tip on over, we won't wash to the shore. We'll sink down to the bottom, 'cause we've been here before. We can breathe underwater. Been down at the bottom so long we can breathe underwater. So tell them to bring it on. We can breathe underwater. Been down at the bottom so long we can breathe underwater. So tell them to bring it on.
Hey everybody. Okay, well I'm gonna use that actually as the ending song instead of doing my normal little out thing. So I apologize to anybody that's looking forward to that. But yeah, that was the missus, and so she's gonna be calling me back, and so I need to get on the phone and do some kind of like a call with her and some other people. So I just got some stuff I gotta tend to. I appreciate everybody being here hanging out. I'll still do the dang song. What the heck? I appreciate everybody being here. Make your day a good day. Choice is up to you. You're in the driver's seat. Hey, I'll post on the community page if I get power tonight. If not, then I'll just see y'all in the morning. Y'all make a good day of it. I appreciate y'all. Peace.
I ain't here tomorrow. If the good Lord says it's my time to go, I don't see that morning sunset. There's some things I need for you to know. The truck is yours if you want it. It'll run forever if you treat it right. When you think of me on some back road, that's because I'm right there by your side.
Chase your dreams until you catch on. Leave your doubts in a cloud of dust. You can't ever love too big. You can't call your mom too much. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Hope you don't forget how much I love you. I ain't here tomorrow. Don't let life turn bitter. Don't be ashamed about your head. Take it easy on the liquor. Remember what it did to your granddad. Yeah, you're gonna get your heart broke. But a couple of tears don't make you weak. Gonna find that girl God made just for you. Knows what he's doing, wait and see. Chase your dreams until you catch on. Leave your doubts in a cloud of dust. You can't ever love too big. You can't call your mom too much. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Hope you don't forget how much I love you. I ain't here tomorrow.
Hey, everybody, make your day a good day. And I appreciate you. If you get out to the store, go get something extra. You never know. It's not going to get cheaper tomorrow. Keep your head on a swivel. Stay safe. Try to bring some positivity. Be part of the solution, not the problem. How's that? What's up, LLCC? Glad to see everybody.
Keep the shotgun in the family. Raise your babies by the book. And keep my picture in your wallet. Keep your car keys on a hook. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Please don't ever forget how much I love you. I ain't here tomorrow.
Just remember, you can do whatever you put your mind to do. So stay focused, stay strong, help somebody smile today, make a good day of it. Peace.